And welcome out, everybody, to the second on SO's Weekly Racing Series event of the season. Myself and Adam in the booth, ready for this week again here at Chicagoland. It's the Tropicana Light Race. 20 cars ready to go racing. Got 34 laps around the facility. And that was it.
You good?
I forgot who had the pole for a second. I forgot how they had the pole for a second.
I know how they got the pole.
So
Rocket ship.
Speaking of that, on pole with that said rocket ship, Adam Douglas in the number 8 Hendrick Cars machine. Cars next to Austin Mason in the number 79 Ghost Hydration machine for MDR.
And we're going to see how far back Austin Mason falls this time after we saw the monumental fall off from last week. Row number 2 has Felipe Wah starting P3. Sim Magic Ford starts next to Claire Hawk in the Advanced Auto Parts Chevy.
Then it's Bob Douglas in the number 2 machine SKF. Starts next to Dakota Johnston, driver out of Canada in the Co-op 91.
Row number 4 sees Piotr Russell starting next to Garrett Stevens.
Then it's Paul Williams in car number 32, starts next to Mariah Douglas. Car number 23, the winner of last week.
Row number 6 has a pair of MDR teammates. Scott Coleman in 33 Ghost Lifestyle Chevrolet starts next to the 92 of Orlando Patterson in the Ghost Basic Chevrolet.
Then it's Dale Miles, car number 67, starts next to Bill Patterson, number 85 out of Florida.
Bill Patterson is not related to Orlando Patterson, but we do have the Patterson he is related to right behind him. That is Michael Patterson at number 50, who starts next to Ryan Nolan, one of the MDR Chevrolets.
It's James Turner in the number 90, starting in P17 next to Newton Pritchard. Fast Cat Ada of Michigan starts in P18 today.
And then row number 10, we'll see Takayuki Miyamoto, another one of the MDR Chevrolets, starting next to Eduardo Rodriguez from Argentina. Your DTV logo.
Command to fire the engines has been given. Again, 34 laps around the track today. Getting things started off for the season. A lot of new drivers here. A lot of veteran drivers having fun in this series. Truck series should be coming back shortly next weekend.
Next weekend at Kentucky.
Kentucky, which is also going to be the 200th race of FARCA, the bicentennial race for us. And for that, we have a special announcement that we'll be showing off sometime later this afternoon about what some of our cars will look like. That'll be fun to see.
It certainly is. It's been 200 races. Well, it's going to be 199 tonight, but next week, 200 races under the FARCA banner. A lot of triads going out. So last week, Austin Mason started second. He did not finish second. Finished like 9th or 10th or 300th or something, but a lot of dirt this weekend too to start off with. We'll see if the 79 car can have a better showing with his tires, or if he's just going to slam again.
Shall see. Now, lots of comers and goers at the previous race. It was important how you manage tires and a little bit of strategy call throughout the race. We'll see how that ends up shaping up for tonight. I don't expect there to be a pit stop this race, but we'll see what heads up.
I don't think so. Our pole sitter said he is not saving his tires. He's going to go, and it's up to them to catch him.
And immediately, right away, you see, nearly jumped the start there. Good, we have a start line rules, and the 8 looked like they wanted to end up going right away. That almost was going to be a penalty right off the bat.
This might let Austin Mason lead a lap. He did lead a lap last week. Oh, it's not going to work out for him. It got really tight.
Tires straight away.
All right, then we're never going to see the 8 car again.
Gone with the wind. Felipe was able to get around the number 2. He's going to sit right into the second spot here. Get challenged here by Bob Douglas. Oh, wait, we have an issue. That actually was a penalty. I did see that correctly.
Okay, we're going to have to turn the start rule off for the Premier Series this weekend because Kentucky still has this bug. Not Kentucky, Chicagoland. It's a bug that we've had since before the redo.
Yeah. That and after results are saved, I'll do a double start. Because yes, indeed, that was a drive-through penalty issued. Really 3 wide in the back here, getting dicey.
Makes it more fun. Let's see how if he can manage to catch up to the field by the time the other race is done. That puts Bob Douglas in the lead, number 2 car.
Teammates, right?
SKF Bearings machine. Yeah, they're teammates out of Crib Factory.
Dawson getting up to the second spot here.
This good run from Dakota so far. See, Austin Mason's kind of falling to the P4 now. Fastest lap out of the number 2 car. Not gonna die. Well, here's Austin Mason going back to P number 2, and Dakota Johnson's gonna take it back down the front straightaway. Looking back at the Austin Mason machine.
So 1 second lead there for Bob Douglas.
Dakota should have a similar performing car. We think that Dakota might be able to catch number 2 and have a race up front. Claire Hawk has gone up to P6 now. In a car that should be pretty quick.
Lost a lot of positions at the drop of the green flag, trying to get them back. Meanwhile, Paul Williams with this number 32 machine.
Yeah,
Kind of
she's
continue
trying
to
to
push
stick that
forward.
outside.
Re-wide down the front straightaway.
That's gonna work out for Claire. We don't really know how this track is gonna change with the rubber as it starts to get used up. It's very green at the moment.
Now there was a tire test that happened earlier in the week, and then there was practice 1 and 2 that ran for the Premier Series. As we always get some car contact in the middle 3 and 4, and then the practice and qualifying from this series. You get more later on once the Premier cars come back out to do their race, and then it should be fully rubbered in.
The two aerial cars are racing side by side for the 44.
That Ireal car looks familiar there out of Piotr. I can't pronounce the word. Russell. Peter, thank you. Racing one of the older cars that was actually raced by Brett Pritchard a few seasons ago, back when we actually had these cars as the Premier racing cars.
Sounds like Brett actually grabbed all older cars. Every one of those Aerial Motorsports cars are stuff that he had laying around at the shop. The 69's an old Dylan Touchton car. This is an old Brett Pritchard car. The 4 is an old Austin Yoakum car. And then their teammate, 67, Dale Miles, is another ex-Brett Pritchard machine. Dale Miles currently running in the 19th position. He's 11 seconds off pace.
No, we saw a pretty big split the manufacturers last weekend out. Not necessarily this weekend. It's about an even split across the entirety of the field. Ford and Chevys, and the ones that are not to be named, all separated out.
I think Adam Douglas is trying to do a lap to first challenge. It's not going to work out for him, though, now that we're at 24 laps to go. 24 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, he needs a caution if he wants a chance to get back up there. Has the fastest lap of the race, though.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate bug, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'll double check that too after this just to be sure. And if that ends up being the case, we'll disable it. That or we can just do a clear.
They'll still pit, even if you get it right away.
Ah, dang.
I was really hoping that with the revamp project that they would go and fix that.
I was too. And we didn't get that fixed, and we didn't get static cameras.
Got a big blip. Down the back straightaway, Bob Douglas into turn number 3. I was using the high side. The 2 Orlando Patterson in front of the 90 car with the name that he has. With the 44, Peter Russell on the outside.
It's James Turner, that number 90.
Oh yes, that's definitely the name he's got. Oh, he's trying to crash the Pattersons.
Almost took out the number 85 of Bill.
One Bill, one Orlando. No relation.
A ride on board here with Noon.
Oh, look at that. 14 laps in. Now we have the fastest lap of the race. Oh, Noon could not get that pass cleared on the 90 car.
Struggling to get the power down. It's a big move there on Orlando.
Throw it into the corner.
Getting loose, but holding on to it.
I get 2 for 1. 2 for 1 Hokies all day.
Loses a little bit of traction there on the transition, but the pass is not going to be complete going into turn number 1.
Orlando's going to try to come back around
Big
on the
wiggle
outside.
there.
And she's going to lose one to the other Patterson.
Now going backwards. Meanwhile, we're going to check in on Ryan Nolan. Sitting in the 10th spot. It's actually gained 6 spots. This is a drop of the green flag. The 81 car out of this organization has been moving.
So far, so we've gotten to the halfway point.
And it's been Bob Douglas who has led it all. Peter not getting around Nolan.
Funnel's going all the way to the top to try to find a way around Peter.
Now we're going to see that becoming part of a play the Premier Series a lot, especially in drivers that like Rhett Pritchard and Aaron Douglas, who around this place love to use the high side. Can't wait to go here with the Pro Series.
The Pro Series is going to be a lot of fun around here this coming season. Peter's really crowding the 81 now at the exit of turn 2.
But a good battle going on between these two. McDonald's didn't get it done once again. Car in the 7th spot, Mariah Douglas, last week's winner, just set her personal best lap of the race. Saving those tires around this time.
Hawk has remained 6 seconds behind Bob Douglas for most of the race, and now she's moved up to P3, still 6 seconds behind.
I think the only way we're going to see Bob getting caught here is if we get a yellow. In fact, Bob has been lapping faster than our pole setter.
Yeah.
Who is about to catch Miyamoto. About 6 seconds back.
We'll see if points are in the card for the 8 or not.
See what it ends up being. There's the gap between Bob and Dakota.
What a funny thing. It's a way to keep things interesting, though, I suppose.
I guess.
Miyamoto and Rodriguez are having a mid-off for 18th place.
Oh, I love them. I love a good mid-off.
It looks like Rodriguez is like, you could just get away from me if you want.
And here's a battle that even happened back when these were the 4-cylinder cars. We got Paul Williams and Scott Coleman battling each other. Can't keep these two away from each other.
Crossover move. It's got that crossover on Scott Coleman to take 8th back.
I've been watching the timing table. These two have been going back and forth. Here we go. Going to try it again. This time on the inside for the Petco Ford. And he's going to back off. 11 to go.
Nah, you can have it.
Now he's going to try and ride off. Good racer, Garrett Stevens. Been showing in the top 5 the whole time this week. A lot better than the last one.
Yeah, he's actually been coming up through the field pretty nice. I think he lost a couple spots at the start, but now he's actually +4 from the initial start of the race. So a good run for Garrett Stevens.
The mid-off continues.
Oh yeah, it does. Now they've added Dale Miles to it.
Oh, the crossover. The crossover for 18.
And he's going to get it. He sends it. Full send and a slide job for 18th place. This could so easily become the battle for last.
It honestly could. They're only 2 seconds back now. With 9 to go. Yeah, we're seeing 17th on the cards here for the number 8.
They're all trying to use the high side to get more momentum now. I mean, it's just 6 laps to go. I guess this is 7 laps to go. They're already switched over. I'm not paying attention to that good. It's the Diet Tropicana race. The Pattersons are going at it. Now all 3 of them are next to each other on the leaderboard. 50 and 85 have nothing to do with the 92.
A good bunch of cars here. We'll see if there ends up being any more passing going on. And here comes Scott Coleman now trying to make a move in the bottom of the 23.
Coleman's trying to get the 7th, but he's not going to make it happen this time.
You know, the way the front ends of these Fords are shaped, they aero block a lot easier than the Chevys do.
Big old round nose.
I've definitely seen advantage to driving a Ford.
Until it blows up.
That's always an issue. Five to go. 2.5 second lead for our race leader.
The 8 hasn't been able to pass anybody with the 1 tire.
Meanwhile, you found a car.
Just 1 car. Oh, I think we're going to play with our food now.
Yeah. Gotta have some fun.
I suppose. Scott Coleman right there on the car, P8. 3 laps to go to stay in P8. It's the 2nd highest MDR machine behind Austin Mason, who is in 5th. What this means for points yet.
I'd be curious to see. Using the Pro Series style. Winston Cup.
There are currently no point standings, you think? Let's try that again. All right, Mariah Douglas has a 5-point lead on Claire Hawk, so that's going to change. Just depends on how much.
White
Okay,
flag.
yes, Claire Hawk will have the point lead leaving the race today as we stand.
You know, everything done in terms of pole sitters and wins is going to remain all in the Douglas family because it'll be you with the pole. Bob's going to win, and Mariah Poland won the first race.
It's a family affair.
Apparently, it is. And here we go. Race number 2.
Money.
Big win. 3.5 seconds. Bob Douglas wins for the Tropicana Diet Race, and it's going to be Dakota Johnson finishing in second for America Auto Racing. Claire Hawk finishes in P3 in the advanced. Number 5, then it's going to be Garrett Stevens in the 4, finishing P4, gaining 4 positions. And Austin Mason rounds out your top 5.
It's a good run for Austin Mason. I'm glad that he didn't fall back to 10th place like last week.
Yeah. Unofficial race results. That's not the actual correct thing for the race. Be gone.
And now we're going to go to the actual one that matters, the Premier Series.
Getting these results up. And you're correct. Claire Hawk takes the points lead, leads over 14 points over Mariah. The drivers immediately off the bats left for the top 5 showdown. That's going to be between Garrett and Claire. And the top 10 is Peter, Austin Mason, Scott Coleman, Dakota Johnson, Garrett Stevens, Mariah Douglas, and Claire Hawk. How about Claire with the average finish 2.5 to start the season off? 8 races left to go now. And all laps but 5 from Scott Coleman have been led by the Douglases.
The Douglas.
Every driver has completed every lap. We'll be back shortly with the premiere race. It's time for race number 7 in the season as we head in nearly 2 months into the
8.
season already. 8, whatever. Not counting the first one. FARCA's Chaotic home, it's Chicagoland Speedway.
If we counted the first one, this would be race 9, my friend. It is race 8.
This is our madhouse, and it's going to be the repeated destination that we will always end up taking this series to because of the chaotic that racing at this place will always generate for us. Honor leads heading into this race. However, all eyes have been on Benazzo Sport for how they have dominated the start of this season with 42.7% of all laps this season so far have been led by this now 3-car organization, and we'll be able to see that here shortly as we get ready to go through the starting lineup. It's still me in the booth and Adam as well. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let's get this underway. I've been waiting for this all day.
Yeah, I've been waiting for race 8 all day.
All day. We're going to go backwards, Formula One style on this one. Here we go. Starting off with the car that's in the back of the pack. Oh.
All right. Yeah. Starting out back, we have.
There we go. Now it loads.
All right. Anyway, so Rob Kreider will kick us off in the 43rd position in the caboose.
In the race from row number 21, we're going to have P42 being Brandon Crass out of procrastination. Then Dylan Touchton starts in the 41st spot.
Row 20 sees Brett Pritchard in the Monster Energy Ford Mustang starting to the right side of Sammy Cobb in the Speedco Chevrolet for Nexus Racing.
Ford really struggled in qualifying today, and it's going to show as we go through this back part of the field. But look for them to change throughout the race. If there's any driver that knows to go through the field, Brett Pritchard's one of them. Most passes so far this season. P38 shows Daniel Quinones out of Reckless Racing, getting that Menards number Chevrolet up towards the front. And then we got Dakota Kahlo starting in P37 for DK Motorsports.
Row 18 will see John Cittadino third in points, roll off next to Adam Douglas fourth in points. I guess these are just P2 and P3 now. Yeah, they are. Cittadino, Dr. Pepper Chevrolet for Team Motorsports. Adam Douglas in the Bass Pro Shops Mir Douglas Racing Toyota.
P34 is going to see Brandon Walter for PLTH starting at number 99 towards the back of the pack today. Elias Nassar, one of the many Fords back here. The IRM Reese's number 44 rolls off P33 today.
Row 16 sees Justin Franklin for the Grip Factory starting P32 to the right of David Walsh for his own Walsh Enterprises Toyota.
Row 15 shows Joshua Lockhart, Benazzo Sports main driver and star driver of the season, starting P30 today. Starts next to Don Jones at a Tier 1 Motorsports.
Row 14 is going to have Zach McAdoo out of Western Auto Racing starting next to Tom Jones for the Tom Brad Development Ford Mustang.
Row number 13, Travis Dawson out of Noon Racing in the Lucas Oil Ford starts next to Greg Graziano and the Douglas Motorsports number 27.
Starting 24th, we got Alan Bledsoe in the Discount Tire Chevrolet for Reckless Racing, and he's starting next to Nick Fountain in the Interstate Batteries Toyota for Supreme Motorsports.
Row number 11 shows Makoto Kino from the Nexus Spire Partnership affiliate team. Rolls off P22 today. Starts next to previous champion Austin Yoakum.
Into the top 20 spots, we have Eugene Hawk for Ben Autosports, starting P20, our third most lap leader. Starts next to Rob McPherson for Douglas Motorsports in the Grip Chassis Chevrolet.
Row number 9 shows Andrew Weisbecker at the Napa Auto Care 41. Starts P18 today. Starts next to another previous champion, Timmy Weathers and Walsh Enterprises.
Row 8, we got two Toyotas. Aaron Douglas is going to be starting next to Justin Osborne. It's the Yahoo Toyota and the Java House Toyota.
Row number 7 shows Arthur Xavier, the driver from Brazil, starts next to, and a new car coming in for this race, Sean Angel York in the now third race car in the Benazzo Sport organization. Starts P13 for their first race.
And they'll be starting right behind Brad Hughes for the Tom Brad Development Ford Mustang and the sole remaining Manco racing car, Ryan Vargas.
Into the top 10, row number 5, Ryan DeLusso, highest qualifying Ford. He's going to roll off P10 today. Starts next to Jay Langelier, driver that has had some success at this track. We'll see if that can continue. Good starting spot today for Jay.
P8 sees Austin Fullerton in the PayPal Toyota next to Caitlin Muir for TXS Racing.
Get ready to see lots of Toyotas inside this top 10 as we head into row number 3. Another pair of them. Rowdy Hemming, best qualifying effort all season. P6 today for the JBL Toyota. Starts next to car owner Connor Muir in the MDR number 29. P5 today.
Start point leader in the number 29 car. So row 2, all Western Auto Racing. We have Kenny Bombera in the Bosch Power Tools Toyota. He's going to be starting next to Dylan Young in the Pennzoil Toyota.
And our front row today consists of Demon Deacon Jones switching to the number 15 for TXS, puts that car on the front row for its first race with this driver. And how about this? Joseph Onesto on pole position at his home race. The number 62 car showing the hometown fans and making them proud.
I think Deacon Jones is going to be a driver we're going to have to be watching. He won the spring race at Chicagoland. We're already on lap. Oh, because it's not counting the pace laps, I see. Anyway, Deacon Jones. He won the spring race at Chicago last year. That was race 2 of the season last year, and that was in the Lowe's Chevrolet for Revolution Spur Motorsport. So he's going to try to take the car that is 41st in the owner's points to the front of the field and try to win one for the TXS Racing Camp.
We're going to have one more pace lap around this track before we end up going green. Now, you've got some absolute stats for us this season.
Yeah, I mean, we're heading into a race that has not seen a repeat winner in Chicagoland. We normally go to Chicagoland twice a year since 2023. 2023 was swept by Reckless Racing. We saw Ben Thomas and Ryan DeLusso make it to victory lane. 2024 was Dylan Touchton for iReal Motorsports, Andrew Weisbecker for Supreme. And then last year, we saw Deacon Jones and Justin Osborne win. So a lot of Toyotas as of late. Deacon Jones, of course, he was starting second. We already touched on that he won this race last year. Our race 8 winner, which was at Michigan, was Jay Langelier. We saw Jay starting in the top 10 this year. I think it's his first time that he's qualified in the top 10 for the season. It's been a rough go of things for Reckless Racing, but we're hoping that Jay can have a good day today. Expecting a lot of strategy. We don't really know what to expect if we're going to have cars running close quarters, but very bumpy surface.
In
No
the
start
past,
rule
we
tonight.
have had a lot of issues with passing, especially coming out of turn number 4. This is the track where we saw a flip on the front stretch as well. And a couple of them even into turns 1 and 2. A lot of spins heading into turn number 1. We'll see as the green flag drops. We head down into turn number 1 here. Onesto leads us the way. Good run here on the outside, though, from Deacon Jones. May try to make something happen. A bit of a crossover, and Hemming has to slow up into turns number 2.
Back straightaway, Dylan Young is going to try to get the lead from the 62 car.
And there goes Dylan Young to the point will lead the first lap here at Chicagoland. The Western Auto Racing car takes the lead. First lap led the season there by Dylan Young.
And his teammate is going to roll to P2 behind them, Kenny Bombera.
Caution is out. Caution is out already.
We got a big wreck on the back stretch.
Huge wreck. Cars are still flipping and flying around. Massive crash. What happened? Yes, that
got some cars
yes,
together.
That's right. It says meatball flag for the notification. Okay, hang on. We're trying to figure out where this incident started.
It probably started with the 04 car. It looked like a welcome to FARCA moment for Sean Angel.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
3 wide on the backstretch. Arthur Xavier's just
Yes,
going to clear
that is a
himself.
welcome to FARCA moment for Sean Angel.
Oh, Andrew Weisbecker's just going to escape that with minimal damage. But it looks like Eugene Hawk is what really got this started off right here. Just could not get slowed down. A lot of cars going to get massive amount of damage.
Graziano just plowed at the front end of the 87, his own teammate, and then that was just Archer. Oh, Kreider launching that thing like it's a movie. So many cars involved. David Walsh, Travis Dawson, Son Angel York, Brandon Walter, Justin Franklin, Daniel Quinones, Nick Fountain, Citadino, Dawson, Adam Douglas, Bledsoe, Cobb, Pritchard, Crasta, Graziano, Lockhart, Xavier, and then a couple multiple, Lassar, Zach McAdoo, Dylan Touchin, Makoto Kino, Rob Kreider, all involved in this incident. Let's see if we can take another look at this. We're gonna go on board with Rob Kreider actually on this one.
Oh, man, he's just going to plow into that. Not very much awareness out of that 38 car.
I think he thought that lane was going to stay clear and didn't bother to move all the way down, and then it has to end up bringing that car to rest. So much damage to the front end.
That's going to ruin some really good parts for that 3018 too. It's not something that they wanted to have happen.
On board with Brandon Walter.
Everything he can to try to get out of there.
Here's a fun one to watch in the gyro cam. We're going to sit here and enjoy this from the perspective of Nick Fountain.
When it just came to rest on top of Sean Angel.
Well, that's one way to start the race off. We had a bunch of cars opt to come down and pit. Most of them are going to be getting repairs done from that accident. A lot of cars ended up needing to be towed.
It's already called multiple cars is out.
If we can,
a lot of cars that they're getting extended repairs.
We can extend that to see as soon as we get more word on which cars are going to be out of this race. For those of you at home as well, if you do see out on there, like we see there for Rob Kreider on back and multiple other cars like Jones, Graziano, Xavier, Angel York, those drivers are officially done for the day. They have packed it up. They are not going to return to the track once you see out listed on their name. So Sean Angel York only made it half a lap to start off his FARCA season. That's unfortunate. Green flag, though, is coming back out as Kenny Bambura will lead us to the way in the Bosch number 91.
Deacon Jones in tow. See if Deacon's able to clear the 81 down in turn 1 and 2.
We'll see if everybody ends up actually making it away clean this time. Looks like we're good. Deacon Jones into the corner.
Deacon really wants to lead a lap. We'll see if he's able to fend off the 91 car.
Bambura leads another. No, he does not.
He might have some advantage right here. See if the 15 is able to get off of this turn or not.
Rowdy Hemming moving Connor out of the way. That could have been disastrous. Cold day too, so that's going to really help out with the way that this car's have grip. Maybe that's why we're seeing a lot of overconfidence out of drivers right away, as Ryan DeLusso.
Connor Mears is going to try to go for the lead now in 1 and 2.
And he's got it. And a contact between the number 91 and 51. Bambura not happy with Rowdy Hemming.
Your point leader right now is leading the race, which is not something that anybody wants to see, especially with damage to the 39 and the 72 is only going to let the lead that this MDR car has grow.
Did you see Fullerton get to the back bumper of the 2 on corner exit, getting Ryan to move out of the way there?
The 81 car is going to want to try to get to the front as much as he can. Fullerton's got something to prove in that MDR car.
Fastest lap of the
Justin
race.
Osborne has the fastest lap.
Yes, look at that. It's sitting right behind the number 7. That's Brad Hughes. Underneath the 78 of Rob McPherson.
They're trying to get 3 of the MDR cars in the top 10. We're probably not going to see the 92 have too much speed today with the damage from the lap 2 accident. As Rowdy Hemming's looking for the lead now, the inside of Connor Muir.
Has Rowdy led a lap yet?
I think he has. So he's like 22nd in points. No, he hasn't led a lap yet.
Flirting with it. Here comes the 91 again. Dive bomb on the 51 there. Gets loose in the corner.
So Rowdy's going to be able to hold P2 for TXS.
Three wide behind him. I saw that with the 81, the 25, and the 79. I'm still getting used to the colors on the 79 machine. Such a stark difference from what that car's design language has been for the past couple years.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to the Denso machine, so the Java House is definitely a big change in the branding that we've seen on Osborne's cars.
Trying
so
to battle here.
Big run on the leaders.
Oh yeah, they are. In fact, we might see the lead be changing here. DeLusso once again to the inside of number 29, trying to make something happen.
Ryan is a former winner at Chicagoland. He knows how to get
Huge dive from Osborne.
Osborne has the freshest tires. He pitted after the lap 2 accident, so it's not really a big surprise that he's got speed.
Does that battle for the lead?
Ryan DeLusso, so tires are really going to matter today, it seems like, because that's just a couple laps difference for the 79. So Ryan DeLusso is still trying to work over Connor Muir, just couldn't quite get it done down the back straightaway.
Gotta get a quick update here. That car did not pit. The car that has, though, and is on 4 fresh new tires is Dakota Cottle. And keep this in mind, despite the advances from the accident as well, is up 8 positions since the drop of the green flag. Now remember, this is a long race, and Dakota's already opted for 1 set of those 2 tires that you get. So Dakota only gets 1 more chance at fresh new tires in this race.
Yeah, this might put them at a disadvantage at the end of the race. They might just try to... They could use their scuff set, I think.
Look at you snuck into the lead. Jay Langelier in the window world number 9.
Trying to get 2 for 1, and I think it's going to work out for him well. He's going to use the bottom lane of 1 and 2 to take the lead. Langelier he won race 8 last year. We mentioned not a winner at Chicagoland, but this slot in the schedule.
Hearing from team communication of Rowdy Hemming, it's plowing on turn in. That is the words from the 4th fastest Toyota in the field on the run to try and get the first lap sled of the season for this driver.
That's his teammate going around the outside who's got Ryan Vargas in tow.
And Hemming's starting to drop here. So that turn-in's getting worse as the tires wear is what we're seeing happen here for the 51 car.
Well, the 15 is also starting to fade away a little bit. It has some momentum back on his side. Connor Muir back to the lead. I think Ryan DeLusso is going to have a big run out of turn 4 this time.
And will take the lead as well. That middle lane seems to be the best one so far.
But Deacon Jones has some good fire-off speed, but he's faded since then, so TXS may still be struggling in the long run. Connor back around the outside.
We're about 17 laps into this race, which is the same as the halfway of the previous race we just did. And take a look at the stats now. We've already had a caution for this race, and 4 different drivers have been at the front of the field for this race. How about this?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of drivers getting pretty hungry up at the front. Ryan Vargas is up many positions from where he started. So, see,
Oh,
man,
contact!
Justin Osborne went deep into the corner trying to complete the pass on Ryan DeLusso.
That would have been disastrous right here at the very front of the field. Already have a bunch of cars out of this race. Having more out would be disastrous. But we've had that before. Like, one of these races, we only finished with, what, 19 cars? After also a lap 1 crash. Yeah, Chicagoland's been crazy for us.
This is lap 2. Yeah, Chicagoland's one of the epicenters of action for FARCA, which is why we have it on the schedule twice. So Ryan DeLuce is making a big move down the bottom in 1 and 2, sliding in front of the 29.
3 wide behind them, saw the number 4 car in the back of the pack. That's Austin Yoakum. Was trying to make a move there on Lockhart, one of our most lap sledding teams and drivers there in the number 75. David Walsh.
That accident,
go ahead.
That accident had taken out 2 of the drivers of Ben Autosport, so Lockhart's the sole remaining driver. Eugene Hawk's back on the track 3 laps down, but that's not going to be a factor out of the 88 car at all. The 75's just got to try to make it work on himself.
Battle for the front continues to wage on. In fact, we're seeing a new challenger emerge, and that's going to be the number 15. How about this? Let's talk about this team. A little bit of a change up for Demon Deacon Jones and this organization.
Yeah, they the Manco team was starting to get close on funding, and they decided to shut down 2 of their cars, and Jeff Cannon just decided to retire from FARCA for the time being. He didn't say that he was done completely. We do know that Jeff Cannon actually is working on the 15 car as an engineer with Deacon Jones this week. Deacon went from the 22 car to the 15 of TXS, which is desperate for a good run. This 15 car is buried so deep in motorsports. It's 41st. It's been one of the worst performing cars this year. It's already on its 3rd driver.
And despite that, a little bit of a glimpse there into 2nd place. They're doing a lot better so far. Zach McAdoo for Western Auto Racing breaks his way back out into the racetrack after being involved in the lap 1 incident.
Yeah, that's going to let McAdoo pick up quite a few positions, but he's certainly not going to be anywhere close to a factor. He's well off the pace. So we'll see if he's able to stay out of the way of the leaders. Oh man, the 51 car self-cleared so hard on the 78 car on turn 4. I wasn't sure if he was going to be clear
Rowdy
or not.
coming back to FARCA has been one of the most aggressive drivers I have ever seen come into the sport after being out for some time. Immediately back on a vengeance and wanting to be at the front like they were back in the let's show some age here for some of our viewers, the GoPro Cup days. Seeing a lot of that fire still on this driver as Deacon Jones retakes the lead, or takes the lead for the first time.
Lap lead for the 15 is good for TXS Racing, but this is the 2nd time that Rowdy has actually been in the FARCA banner. He came back for Revolutions Pro Motorsport, the 100 cars machine for part-time a couple years ago. So he's no real stranger to some of the guys that are in the building of TXS as TXS continues to revamp their personnel. They're hiring a lot of the drivers that Manco are, not the drivers, a lot of the personnel that Manco is letting go from the RPM days as they ask to be released from the contract. So, yeah, it looks like the 79 car is going to be pretty aggressive today, trying to get up front.
Oh, and contact the leaders! Connor gets to the quarter panel of the number 2. That's going to be a tire down on the 29. That's probably going to be a caution.
I think he's going to be all right. He's still got some speed in that 29 car, but
yeah, that's still there.
He's able to get back into the 2. It was a big self-clear out of Ryan DeLusso. He didn't need to do that. That's also our point leader, mind you.
I know Connor's going to be frustrated inside that number 29 there, trying to get a good angle. There's still speed in this car. He tank slapped the outside wall.
I don't think he really got it all that bad. The two car might be worse off. We'll see what happens here in 4 or 5 laps
Credit
if Ryan DeLusso loses any speed.
Credit to the chassis builder and the body hangers over at MDR. That car still having some speed in it is quite impressive after the pancake that right side of that car took into the outside wall. And same to the, well, you can definitely see the damage on the right front there, the 2 car.
Yeah, well, the MDR added one of the best chassis builders in the series, which happens to be one of the drivers now in that 92 car. But so grip chassis is working their way on the MDR cars, and it seems to be working out rather well. It's battle tested now. Both the 92 and the 29 have tested the right front corner today.
I am shocked that that didn't end up in suspension damage or anything else for the number 29. That was a hard hit for Connor into that outside wall.
I still think that we're going to see in about 4 laps how much damage really is done to the 2 and 29.
Yeah, with how hot those right front tires will get.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you bend the toe at all, you're going to accelerate the tire wear as the heat comes up because it's not in the right angle. And so at that point, we'd see how much has really been done to the 2 and the 29, how much speed they lose as green flag pit stops are going to start to get underway.
Looks like it. Tom Jones brings the Heat Wave number 46 down. Beautiful new looking race car. Second time we're seeing this out here. Begins to be one of the first cars to come down pit road. And once again, it's Ford. Last season, we saw it was Toyota that were the biggest gamblers on fuel. This season, it's been Ford who's actually been taking that strategy up. A little bit of a difference in how the charts are going this year.
Yeah, so far Deacon Jones still got a grip on the lead. You want to get to about lap 40 again, just like at Las Vegas. You want to get to lap 40 to be to eliminate a pit stop. So the caution should help some of these drivers with the amount of laps that they can go.
Fuel only for Tom Jones was the stop there with the minor adjustment. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Ryan DeLuce is coming in this time along with the 55 of Timmy Weathers.
3 wide down the front straightaway here. This is still their top 5 battlers here. Travis Dawson going door to door here with Ryan Vargas. That's a Monster Jam and ARCA Series driver.
The 8 car is going to be off the pace from the lap 2 accident. Cars that we're going to be looking to go long here, Joseph Ernesto for one. I think that the 92 of Adam Douglas is also going to try to go longer than anyone else because of the damage. It's Connor Mears coming down the road this time.
Seen a lot of no tire calls.
Yeah, you're really going to wait for your tires until the end. It wouldn't be too bad to take lefts this time and then have 2 4-tire stops at the end. Or at least lefts this time, rights next, and then a 4-tire stop.
The way it works in the system is even if you take off which tires you take, that counts as a stop in tire usage. So if you opt for only 2 tires, you forfeit those other 2 tires.
Well, that certainly would be a shame.
Yeah. So more and more drivers begin to come down. Roddy Hemming making his way off of pit road. We're gonna go ahead and highlight this driver we got on screen here. Where do you think Ryan Vargas is at in ARCA points right now?
Well, I know he's pretty deep in the field. He's saw him like 30th in points or so at the moment.
No, 3rd.
Ryan Vargas?
Ryan Vargas.
Talking about ARCA.
ARCA. Actual ARCA.
He's P2.
P2 moved up today? Moved up from Talladega?
Yeah.
Let's go. That's our boy.
Yeah, I think he's missed a race, so they really need to try to put that 91 car in all the races.
Yeah, they had his first full car sponsorship too with Talladega, so hopefully that can continue. Be cool if we can get back on the car too by the end of the season for him. Maybe we can try Kansas again.
That'd be cool.
Seeing Aaron Douglas come down pit road now, bringing the number 97 machine in. That's your defending champion. Hasn't had the greatest start to the season. Even in threat right now with not making it into the chase. So they've been working on just trying to have better finishes.
Looks like our race leader's be coming down this time.
Had his hand out the window down the back straightaway, letting Osborne behind know, and sure enough, brings it on down. So is Ryan Vargas. Good pit entry there for Ryan Vargas. Lockhart also brings it down. That's the driver with the most laps led of the season. Has actually led 38% of the entire season so far. That's an insane stat for a driver as low as he is on points. Hopefully they can get a good finish today.
Well, he's actually really not that low in points anymore. That the team is 14th now. They're at the very tail end of the chase point standings, and they're certainly going to have help today with Don Jones having some struggles. John Cittadino and Nick Fountain are also having struggles. So.
I'm curious to see how long Dakota's going to end up driving this year, and there's actually going to be a great chance at a caution if things can manage out well. Dakota, of course, pitted on that green flag, and of course that means they were able to actually fit it full of fuel because these cars run as they are out of qualifying. And nope, as I was about to talk about him, he's going to bring it on down and race Brad Hughes in the process. I was going to say he had a chance at getting even more fuel in this car when he brought it down for that green cycle. We should be seeing Rob come down as well. This will be the last driver. Nope, a few more drivers.
Ernesto and Dylan Young.
Ernesto had a huge shuffle. Tried that early pit. It was a splash and go and a big adjustment as well. But maybe they just had that car trimmed out in qualifying for the hometown fans.
Well, he pitted at lap 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
When we had that accident, he came down pit road, so...
This will put Ryan DeLusso at the front.
It's got a couple seconds over Deacon Jones, so it sounds like they didn't opt to repair the damage on that machine.
One of the first cars to come down, so this is the undercut, and new tires showing how important they are. And there's the rest of our drivers that need to come down. Aaron just set the fastest lap of the race, 31.83 for the number 97, who should cycle into the top 5 here in just a second. Sorry, top 10. There's a driver who loves...
waited as long as he could to pit.
Yes. And that's something that I like to do with my team, is have the pit strategy be as spread as possible. Be coming out here with Brett Pritchard. Pritchard, of course, lap down, was involved with the accident. However, is still up quite massively from where he was before. If there's ever a driver that knows how to drive through a field, it is definitely Brett Pritchard. Doesn't like to trim the cars out for qualifying, just likes to race them as they are. Leave the setups to what's familiar, and race as hard as possible to continue to climb up.
So Connor Meir opted to repair the damage on the 29 when they came down pit road, and they're now 2 laps down off pace.
Yeah, they may have found something that was a bit more wrong with that car than they initially thought they were, and that's going to hinder the points lead on the number 29 car quite massively.
Well, everyone that he's racing with has had a rough day. You're going to find that he's racing the 72 in points. The 72 is 2 or 3 laps down. Nick Fountain was involved in the accident and flipped over. Adam Douglas is running around 20th place. Don Jones is out of the race. So David Walsh is 56 points back, and P6 is going to have the best advantage, I think. I don't even know where David Walsh is running at the moment.
That's a good point. I don't know either. Where is David Walsh running? I think, no, Walsh was involved in the accident and came back out late. The Walsh is going to be pretty far down. Yes, 34th position on track in the Mobile 1 Toyota.
Yeah, so really Adam Douglas, who's running 22nd at the last car on lead lap, is going to be the only one to get any sort of benefit from Connor Meir's troubles, and that's only points.
And I think this car still has a fair amount of damage on it. That right front is, to my knowledge, should be pretty smooshed in. Yes, it
Yeah, well,
still is.
that's where he had contact with whichever one of the cars was sitting on the racetrack.
Take a look at where the drivers are sitting. Fullerton is the only one inside the top 20, apart from Justin Osborne sitting in P3 at the moment. We just had a battle for the lead going on here. Demon Deacon Jones messing with Ryan DeLusso. And then the two damaged cars of Adam and Connor. The teammates themselves are doing good. There's your new race leader. 5 laps of a difference in terms of pitting. We got a 1 car go for a major adjustment. That was Rob McPherson, the Grip Chassis car. I'm sure this organization is going to be a lot happier now that they're going to have some better equipment. Let a sponsorship opportunity come up. So they'll be running the same chassis that are being built out of Benazzo Sport.
Yeah, well, it's still a it's a family affair to get to run the Grip chassis.
How about this organization a bunch? Gonna pass on Elias Nassar here. That was for the 14th position for Rob McPherson.
Rob's gonna have a lot fresher tires in the cars he's racing around because of how long he went in the run.
That too. Got a good chance here maybe to move it up to the top 10. We'll see how this ends up flying around for the number 78 machine.
Ryan DeLucia took the lead back from Deacon Jones up front.
On board with Ryan Vargas. Makoto Kino right ahead of him. That's she's a lap down. And those of you who are familiar with watching the Chicagoland races all the way through know that this is the calm before the storm. We usually have it cool down with a wide fuel spread, and then chaos usually in the second half of the race begins to unfold. It'll either become a wreck fest or become a strategy race that we do not have the answer to until the last laps of the race. Vargas getting right to the back bumper of Deacon and the Army National Guard 15. Now looks to the inside. Splitting these cars to make it 3 wide, and he's going to try and get it done. Vargas showing that professional race car talent. And now with DeLusso reeled back up here, there's a good chance for a battle for the lead. And look who's also here. Osborne's going to make it 3 wide on the bottom. 2 for 1 for Justin Osborne. And don't mind defending our previous champion, Timmy Weathers, also here now. 5-car battle for the race lead.
Already losing a lot of speed in the middle of the turn. Just 20 laps into this run.
You can see here the fastest lap that Deacon has run so far in this race is a 32.206. And in relation to that, 32.806. Leader did a 33. DeLusso was slow on that last lap.
Yeah, so we're going to see if they can use the draft together as the 15s can use a big run of momentum to try to get to the inside. Ryan DeLuca down the front straightaway, and it's going to easily take the lead from Ryan.
Beautiful pass there from Deacon Jones. Well done on the apron. Just as I was... Go ahead.
Things have been quite so easy for Deacon's teammate, Rowdy Hemming, who's fallen to the 13th position. As Ryan Vargas goes for P2. Looks like Rowdy's got some clean room around him now. Try to remount a charge to come back through this, to get back to the top 10.
Just as I was expecting as well for Rob, has worked his way into the top 10 with the timing of him pitting. He actually has a good chance here with this clean air. He could catch up to this front pack and start battling with our leaders to be a part of this fun. Ryan Vargas
like
trying
Ryan
to go for
Vargas
the lead.
is going to have a good run.
That side draft from the Tuco is going to pull the 28 back a little bit close quarter racing though. 3 wide. On board with Langelier.
Back straightaway,
and that's
to give room to those around him. He was out a big charge. He was trying to use momentum on the outside, but Timmy Weathers really put him in a compromising position there.
I was gonna say the draft in these cars is indeed pretty powerful, especially when you're running momentum up top like that too. Probably just didn't want to run over the car in front of him. Zach McAdoo makes his way down the pit road. Damaged car from earlier. This is for the battle for third and on back. See, Aaron's now in this mess of cars as well. We're going to be 3 wide behind. 55 backs out of it. Oh, and contact between Langelier and the 79.
Yeah, Osborne almost put Langelier in the wall coming out of turn number 4 that time.
Good job by both of those drivers for avoiding an incident.
Langelier right up against the wall and going backwards down the back straightaway.
Yeah, that's
under fire from the 97 car.
Just going to be Langelier mitigating now how hot those tires are after sliding around. Making sure he takes care of them, regathers the car. I'm just doing a good job with making sure that he paces these lap cars being between him and the rest of the top 5. And here's Rob.
Yeah, Deacon is
caught up to him.
A lot of cars right underneath the blanket here at the edge of the top 5.
Huge side draft from the 79 to Caitlin's car. Osborne has been very aggressive today.
I don't think he has the fastest car, and he's just trying to make the most of what he can.
Coming up to the halfway point of the race.
Aaron's got a big run, and he's going to have nowhere to go with the 9 car blocking him. Weathers has found himself in second place now. Around Ryan DeLuca as Aaron Douglas looks to the inside now. We're 3 wide. Robin Pearson's going to try to pass them all.
2-for-1 specials seem to be popular here at Chicagoland today. Biggest lead so far that's been made this race. That's Jones over Weathers.
He was able to get it up to over a second. Now he's losing some time to Timmy. Very volatile lead at the moment. Jimmy Weathers is dropping like a rock now. Something might have happened to the 55 car.
Car had a lot of pace. They've
Just lost
overdriven it.
half a second.
Now we're
Really
starting to see it
sizable
close
lead out
up.
for the pit team. Yep. Now he's got some clean air. He's trying to use the bottom. Well, he might be coming to pit road this time.
That
maybe.
could be that call as well. They pitted around lap 30 last time, so this is about the same interval that we should start seeing green flag pit stops. And sure enough, that's not the case. But we have one
He's just
coming in.
using- Yeah, that's the 2 car, Ryan DeLusso.
All right, this is where crew chiefs get paid the big money. Oh my. 55 is sputtering down the back straightaway. Had that happen a couple times at Chicagoland. We've had cars run out of fuel. Getting every drop they can out of Timmy Weathers' machine. Seeing push laps being made. That's exactly what we're seeing out of Osborne right now. Angelier brought his car down as well as Austin Yoakum.
Osborne's got to try to find a way to get around the 15. This could be the lead once the cycles are all spoken for.
Saw contact there between the 97 and the 41, the middle of the corner. Aaron hanging on the quarter panel of the 41. Showing some displeasure to one of the fellow Toyota drivers out there.
It's just finally good to see some life out of the 97 cars dead in the water so far this season. It's like he just got his championship and decided to relax for the first 8 races here, but now he's finally got some speed in that 97 car.
Look, I wanted to focus on my teammates, but not sit what? Where am I in points? 23rd in points.
Some good cars around 23rd in points that could get into the chase.
Hunter's made his way down to pit road. So has Rowdy Hemming.
We've had a sneaky competitive season. It just doesn't seem like it at the very top of the table with the 29, but the rest of the field is very tight. This 97 is wrangling with the 25 for position.
Caitlin, who unironically has a target on her back after how aggressive she started the season out, has actually been relatively clean so far this race. Hasn't even been a course for topic so far. And has stayed clean.
Ryan Vargas is able to lead a lap.
Battling with the
around
79
car.
Weisbecker brings it down pit road as well. Vargas bringing it down this time by
Lemir's going to survive another lap, but Aaron Douglas is going to surrender his P3 position. Be the worst time for a caution.
It really would be for a lot of drivers. Unless you are that
It would
top
throw a
5.
lot of, yeah, throw a lot of races for a loop. We approach halfway. Caitlin Meir leads in the middle of the pit cycle. The 92 machines on pit road.
Minor adjustment made to the 92. Dylan Young, who's been going long at a lot of these stops, opts to stay out again. Teammate
He and
Kenny
Onesto
Mabura.
both.
Yeah.
Nessa's going to fly around him on the inside, but Nessa's coming in. There's a lot of speed in that 62 car.
Nessa brings the teammate on in with him. Citadino behind, gets into his box. And Dylan Young should be pitting this time.
Specker's able to unlap himself just in case anything happens. So it's a bit of a rough row for Jones, who lost his position to Timmy Weathers, and now he's under fire from Jay Langelier. But certainly Timmy Weathers is going to come out of this with the big win, as he's going to take over the reins from the 19 just after halfway.
Good cycle there for a lot of these drivers. This is going to be interesting based off of fuel.
Yeah, I think so, barring any sort of on-track incident that may interject this race, as the 28's making a big move on Ryan DeLusso to take third place away. He's going to have enough momentum to get to the 15.
Seeing those fresher tires work out well. Curious to see how well Osborne and Aaron will end up doing. They have the freshest inside the top 10.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how Nassar has been able to turn this around to get up to P6 in that 44 car. It's a
Quick
big surprise. He's
pit
at
stops.
27 positions.
Quick pit stops and early pit stops, trying to utilize the undercut for the number 44 machine. That seems to have worked out well. They are the second highest Ford to Ryan DeLusso. Good job there for Nassar.
Deacon Jones has taken the lead back from Timmy Weathers up front. Looks like Weathers is going to try to battle back on the apron down the front straightaway. Is our camera crew alive?
Yes, hang on. Cut it again.
The 15 car up front is taking the lead from Timmy Weathers. And after a fierce battle off camera, the 15 car has come away victorious and now is on the tail end of not lead lappers, just some lappers. Here's the 97 car, Aaron Douglas.
I'm doing something.
P8. I don't know what you're doing.
Huh.
Getting a bunch of meatball flags on the screen for some reason. These are cars that are have been long since been out of the race.
Yeah, well, that was unusual.
Deacon Jones has gotten back out to a second lead. He is really fighting with some lap cars, trying to get through them. Just went 3 wide with Travis Dawson and Justin Franklin, trying to put them behind him. Ryan DeLusso is really struggling to get into the corner. It looks like saw the flames bursting out of the side of the 2 cars. About to be Weathers to get second back. Every time you reload the UI, it's bringing those messages up.
Yeah, I know, but I need to. There we go.
It's a 1.5-second lead for Deacon Jones up front, the TXS Racing 15 car. That's Ryan DeLusso and Timmy Weathers that race hard up front, not giving each other any room.
That'll be the last time. I fixed it.
I don't know what you're trying to fix, but all right.
Driver details had no team information. Now it does.
Well, we don't need to know what team they drive for.
How dare. That 15 car is rapid.
Is this going to replay every alert from the entire race?
Probably.
Amazing.
Here, I can solve
It
that.
sure is.
I'll just let it run its course. That'll be fine.
It's a race recap on the bottom of the screen.
See how everything happened. There we go.
The leader is 13th in points. Deacon Jones, he's poised for a really good day. 75 behind the leader. May jump all the way up to 3rd in points after this.
Oh, Ryan.
Ryan has been racing the heck out of everyone around him so far. We already saw him put the 29 in the wall.
There was also the incident with Connor, with DeLusso. Big battle here for the third position. Vargas all the way back down to P9. This is all 3 seconds back from the leaders, and they continue to shuffle back and forth. Actually hearing calls from the tower for debris caution with 3 wide down the back straightaway. Keeping an eye on this to let this race end up finishing here.
Yeah, there's so much damage cars on the racetrack that it's not surprising they may have debris on the racetrack as their repairs come undone. Getting called from race control, put it out. You're getting a little more excited than that, but can't say that over here.
Oh, it's gonna do that. Shutting that off. Goodbye.
So the caution's out. It's lap 80 something. It's 89 coming to lap 90. Deacon Jones is your leader. Timmy Weathers and Ryan Vargas. Aaron Douglas is P4. Justin Osborne is in 5th place. Ryan DeLusso for Chronic Understeer Motorsports is P6. Ariel Motorsports. Elias Nassar is in 7th. Reckless Racing's Jay Langelier is in 8th. Andrew Weisbecker for Supreme Motorsports is 9th. And then Douglas Motorsports is Rob McPherson. Robbie Mack is in P10.
We'll have one car will be elected to have the lucky dog. We're waiting to see who that is. But it looks like it's going to be Brett Pritchard who will get a lap back.
He was 2 down, and so now he's only going to be 1 down.
Just waiting to hear on that official call. We'll finish this lap up. They're clearing debris from the back straightaway currently.
We don't know if Deacon Jones is going to win this race, but Deacon's already won 2 races this season, back-to-back weeks. He won, I think he won the second race of the season that he won Homestead right after. It might have been the 3rd and 4th races of the season. I'll check on that right now. But he's sitting 13th in points. He hasn't had very many good races outside of his 2 back-to-back wins. It was actually race 3 and 4, Bristol Motor Speedway, after Quinn Ezo took out the first 2 racers for Benado Sport, and then he won Sonoma just a week after.
That's
our only repeat winner.
Recipient there.
Deacon Jones is their only repeat winner to date this season. If he wins today, he'd be the first driver in FARCA history to win multiple races for multiple teams in the same season.
Those are big stats to push.
What are?
That amount of wins in the season.
Yeah, he would. If he wins today, it'd be his 3rd win of the season, and he would have done that for 2 different teams. And he is currently driving a car that is 41st in owners' points.
Might need to delay the green here for our lucky dog.
Yeah, we should. Come on, Brett. You can do it, buddy.
It's being blocked currently. There we go.
Come on, show us. Go on, put the screen up. Your DTV.
There we go. Then 1 to go. Lights on the pace car are out. Caution number 2, the first one was for the incident on lap 1 that involved several cars and even took 5 of them directly out of the race. Second one was for debris. Had a lot of cars in the backstretch get put into the outside wall, and it finally got called enough over the radio to where the officials said, "Go fine, we'll clean it up." Should be looking at maybe 1, maybe 2 more pit stops. 1 more pit stop, depending on how well everything is shaped up for these drivers. We should be seeing that about 10 laps in.
Fastest lap of the race belongs to the 97 car. He's going to be P3 on the restart.
See how everything goes. Lots of Toyotas on that inside line. Only broken up by 1 Ford there. That's Elias Nassar. Then we got to look all the way back to Dakota Cottle, who currently sits in the 15th position. Lots of Toyotas on that inside line.
Only 4 cars pitted on that pit stop. That's both the TBD Fords, along with Joseph Ernesto and Adam Douglas.
Here we go. This car's going to come on down. And it's all up to Deacon Jones. And here we go. Green flag racing back here for the Tropicana 200. Everything seems to stay clean. It's a good restart for Deacon.
Yeah, we don't really know what's going to happen once the cars behind him start to get settled in here, as Timmy Weathers is going to take P2. Aaron Douglas is going to clear for P3.
3 wide behind, almost some contact.
Really crowding themselves down the back straightaway. Richard Weisbecker is going to look to go to the bottom, can't quite make it there. It is really bumpy down there. As Timmy Weathers goes to the lead, we got a battle up front. Aaron Douglas is going to try to play spoiler. That is a really fast number 97 Yahoo Toyota. Figure out which lane he wants to go to fight. Deacon Jones is going to power around the outside of Timmy Weathers. Timmy Weathers struggling. Must be a tight condition on that 55 car.
It's actually going to hurt the 97 there, as he also had to slow down with the crowding of the 55, and then a horrible corner entry there that time for the 97.
Yeah, this 79 car has been really aggressive all race. It's 3 wide in the middle of the field.
Big gaggle of cars here.
Ryan DeLuso's kind of falling outside of the top 10. Now trying to work his way back into it.
Weisbecker in that middle lane, just not making progress.
No, he was running top 10 earlier in the race. He's going to want to try to find a way back into it. As Deacon Jones has climbed out to a pretty sizable lead. There is going to be 1 more pit stop, I think, for everybody before this is all said and done.
We should be seeing that within the next 10 or so laps. You might see drivers come down early. You might see drivers try and go as long as they possibly can. It'll be a little bit of a variation in strategy as to what people want to do.
Weathers is going to try to send this on the 97. It's been a while since Weathers has had a strong race car. He's going to want to make the most of it while he's got it. He's sitting 11th in points. He's got a pole this season and 1 top 5, but the 17th place average finish is pretty indicative of how that car has been up and down all season. Rob Mack has got in the top 5 as Elias Nassar comes down pit road. Now Nassar's pitting It's going to mean that we're going to see the rest of the drivers in 5 to 6 laps. We may see a couple stragglers pretty early, but the majority of the field is going to start their pit cycle in about 5 laps.
This pack scares me. I mean, here's
A
the
lot of strong
perspective
cars right here.
sitting off of Rick Hemming. Trying to split 3 wide here between these 2 blue cars. More cars coming down pit road. To do it for Dale in the back of the 4.
Yeah, so after all of that, Lockhart had a pretty strong, not a strong, pretty rough race going for him, and now he's in the top 10 late. As the pit cycle is going to begin, we'll see how Lockhart fares through this.
Listening to the throttle control here on the number 51 car. Hemming with a quick dart there around another competitor. Hemming making some good moves.
I think Lockhart's trying to position himself to come down pit road.
Hey, check this out.
Yeah, I mean, we just mentioned that McPherson was getting pretty strong in this middle run, and he's also tracking down the 15.
I don't think Rob has won in the Premier Series yet.
I'm not so sure either. I think our leader might be trying to come down pit road this time. The 97 and 79 getting really close behind Rob Mack.
Checking the career statistics, and yes, all the way back to at least into the modern era, Rob has never won a race. And in fact, the last time he led a lap was in the middle of the 2025 season. He did it at a super speedway. Last time he actually led laps under power was in 2024.
I can tell you with confidence that Rob has not been in victory lane. We have the all-time stats at UnitedRacingDesigns.com.
Has not.
He's not on that list as Aaron Douglas takes the lead. One of the faster race cars.
So just how well this ends up going for him. In fact, the only win in FARCA history for Rob McPherson comes from the Truck Series. And that was a Poland win at Oxford Plains Speedway. Well, how about that for Rob?
Yeah, so that team finally gets some sponsorship, and they're going to have at least one race trend in a good direction. Still a long way to go, less than 30 laps. We're not going to get the whole story here, but 78 car is certainly strong. Right now, he's going to go for the lead again over Aaron Douglas.
Now, I gotta tell you, this is fun for me to see because this is one of my actual good friends, IRL, who I've been to many car shows and worked on cars with. Even so, into the terms of the not so legal racing scene, that's the driver I used to race against. That's cool to be up against him for the battle for the lead.
Allegedly. So here's Caitlin Meir and Justin Osborne down the back straightaway, hounding the Chevy and Toyota for the race lead. 97 may be trying to come to pit road this time.
Yes. 3 wide as they nearly make that battle there. 79 almost peaked to the outside of Rob. Good block there from Rob McPherson to the 79 down the front straightaway. And how about that? For that, it shows just how well a previous regular season champion does to make that last second dodge to the outside to take the race lead.
Yeah, we know that the 79 car's got a lot of speed in it. It looks like the 79 and the 78 are both going to come down pit road this time. So something to note, as these cars come down to pit, looks like the 78 opted to stay out. You're going to see the 5 and the 92 behind. The 92's got a lot of damage. Hit it on lap 91 with the 7 of Brad Hughes, the 62 and the 46. The 92 car is not going to have the same amount of pace as everyone else, and he's going to go long because of that pit stop they just had. Caleb Mears gotten out to a 1.4 second lead on Rob McPherson.
Curious to see how long they're going to be able to get this car to go. They're pushing, what, it's 40 laps now. Granted, there is a caution. And the pacing still seems decent.
They'll be coming down shortly. Both the 25 and the 78. It's not going to be very long.
The
and
early
Brad Hughes will be leading
pitters.
this race.
I was going to say the early pitters of Brad Hughes and Tom Jones. No, they pitted during the caution. That's going to be decisive for them. That might be enough for them.
There are 4 cars: Brad Hughes, Adam Douglas, Joseph Nesto, and Tom Jones. They pitted on lap 91.
That was the
to make it to 134. It's going to be about 35, 36 laps. I don't know if they can go the distance. I don't know if this top 4 has enough to go to the end.
That's going to be really close.
In any case, it'd be one of those races where the 92 steals one. Because as the 15 is going to get his lap back here, just in case there is a caution or something, Deacon's really going to want to get that settled.
How about the damage still on that 92 and still having pace? That's incredible there for Adam Douglas.
Yeah, well, I think that they got some of it repaired on the lap 91 pit under caution. But still, I don't think that they have enough fuel to go to the end. I think that we're going to have pits at the end. Not that it's going to hurt them, because they're going to have a whole run in this. They got some good laps over the rest of the field, while the rest of the field was on used tires. So the top 4 are going to get better finishes than where they were. Yeah, because you can see how much the 92 struggles. I think Onesto's going to get around it. But certainly it's better than where they would have been. But also, if everyone tries to go to the end on fuel, I don't think the Brad Hughes is going to have enough pace at the very end of this. And it's 21 laps, and Deacon Jones is 31 seconds back. But I don't really know if it's going to be enough. You would have to gain about 2 seconds a lap for Deacon Jones to get back to Brad Hughes.
Yeah.
And that would have to mean passing cars.
So let's check up on let's say a driver that just pitted. So Dylan. No, that's 4-tire pit stop. So right here, let's take a look at Austin Yoakum. Use this as an example of how the pit strategy differences have gone. So here is Austin Yoakum's stint length. You can see how short it was. Why are we showing P1? That's not what I wanted. Ah, okay.
Technical difficulty.
No, learning how things work. So you can see it, the stint length, 38 laps there for Austin Yoakum. That's how long they ended up trekking on for that pit stop. And then take a look at here. For Hughes, that shortened stop, and they have to pit in, well, let's say 13 laps, but there's 18 to go. So 5 more laps would need to be run on car number 7, car number 92, 62, and 46. So 5 laps to be able to stretch out more from that caution. Granted, they spent more times under yellow than the rest of those cars did for their stint. So that could be a possible difference. But we'll see as that begins to play out more and more.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to be able to go to the end. I think that we're going to see Deacon Jones with a pretty sizable lead on the 79.
Also want to mention, keep an eye on where this goes, because if they are able to get to the end here, Adam is catching and getting closer to Brad Hughes, even with that damage on the right front.
The 92 periodically, like very briefly, extremely briefly, got the lead. I'm not really too sure how that happened, because that car is pretty well hurt. You see that lead's gotten over a second now. all these drivers that are on fresh tires are having a harder time getting around the 92. That's only going to help the top 4 with their pit stop
Sure
when
is.
it does come. They won't be losing that much time.
Adam doing anything he can to defend, trying to take this day from the worst it could possibly could be for him to a solid top 5 or even a run at the win. See what the 92 can doing in that Bass Pro machine as his brother is trying to get around him but can't.
Well, no matter what, if you think about it, they were 22nd before the debris caution, and so no matter where they finish, if they're better than 22nd, it's going to be an improvement. And so that's why they're going to be trying to be as aggressive as possible until then. But cars continue to catch the 92, and that's why I'm pretty sure that car is still hurt. It's rather easy for the rest of the field to catch Adam.
This could be disaster waiting to happen.
It could be. It's going to take the 97 get into the outside of the 92.
Here comes Ernesto, which this could be a chance. This will be a battle for position here. Ernesto goes for the, would be then the second spot. 46, Tom Jones is still in this fight too. Tires beginning to equalize here. The number 15 is going to love seeing that. 3 wide now as they exit out of turn number 2.
Yeah, I think if anything, this is just going to help Deacon Jones. I don't know if these top 4 are going to make it to the end.
Not sure either. We should be seeing them in the next 5 to 10 laps, potentially coming down if they don't try and hold on to this. I don't think, if any of them, Brad Hughes for sure out at front like this isn't going to have enough fuel. I wonder if the 92 is sandbagging on purpose. I wonder if the 46 is sandbagging on purpose. They are all in a line together.
The 97 just needs to get to the outside of the 92. And then Aaron will be free of this. But he keeps trying the same thing over and over again on the bottom.
Three wide again. A little further back.
The 92 car has just enough pace in it to be a pain in the butt.
And it might pay off. There we go. Now, a couple of drivers seem to have made their way by.
Yeah, so that's going to help Aaron. It's really going to help Timmy Weathers. They're going to be on their way to great finishes. I think Caitlin Muir might be able to get this done. She had a little bit of a headway on the 92. Wasn't able to make turn 1.
This is officially
All
the
the way
pit
on the
window for our top 4 has opened. Question will be who will have enough. I think the 92 is purposely holding off. I think this is using the high side for momentum and trying to not use fuel. That's not a good sign though for them seeing McAdoo come in that early. That tells me that they are 4 to 6 laps away from fuel.
I don't know when McAdoo pitted though.
62 passes the 92. I think Adam is trying to get this thing to go to the end.
Well, I mean, he does have less pace because of the damage, but I don't know if you can save 5 laps
I don't know either.
at Chicagoland.
I don't know either. There comes in Dawson. 8 laps to go.
Yeah, so the top 4 are now on the oldest tires in the field. Everyone else that's coming down, yes, they have to pit. Here's Brad Hughes now, so Ernesto or Adam Douglas are going to lead that lap. I don't know which one of them did, but they're going to have to come down and pit. There's no way. Brad Hughes came down with 7 to go. this is going to turn into a really great race for Deacon Jones, who may be well on his way to repeat win at Chicagoland. 92 should be coming down this time.
Yeah.
He stays out.
Stays out. 6 to go.
All 3 of them stayed out.
And by
they're
my
losing a lot of time now.
I was going to say, by my calculation, they should be in this time. They're going to try. 92 for sure is trying.
Yeah.
You can tell the pace difference because the 7 came out ahead of him instead of being 10 car lengths behind him. That's how far off they are running right now. Ernesto and Adam bring it down, and so does Tom Jones. And even some others come in too.
There's Deacon Jones with a 3-second lead on Justin Osborne. Onessa led that lap, so now there's 5 laps to go.
This is going to be an easy victory for the number 15.
So after all that, Brad Hughes came back on the racetrack 11th, so it was a net gain for Brad Hughes.
Good call there for the TBD machine.
We're going to see where the 92 and the 62 are able to blend back in. Of course, the 7 car is going to be ahead of them. So Brad's now P8. So just can't say it was a bad move for them at all, because now they're going to get a top 10 out of this.
Not a bad move at all. They did a great job with that call coming down. I think that was the right move. And
the 62 and the 92 are just outside the top 10, 11th and 12th for them. So a huge gain for those cars.
No
and
tires.
Ernesto is going to
just splashes. And yeah, the more gains on the way. Yeah.
And Ernesto is going to be able to come out of this with a really strong finish.
In fact,
pole sitter.
Hughes just launched himself because he had a chance for the tires to cool down by going on and off pit road into the top 5.
Yeah, so a big finish coming from the TBD 7 car.
Keep in mind, if we have a yellow here, no overtime. No overtime. Basically, next flag would end this.
Brad and Dakota are going to fight for P5. We have Aaron Douglas P4, Caitlin Meir P3, Justin Osborne is second, still 3 seconds behind Deacon Jones with 2 laps to go. Joseph Nesto has not quite been able to get into the top 10 yet. Looks like Adam Douglas might have passed him. And Douglas now into the top 10 in that 92 car. So here we go. White flag is out for Deacon Jones. Already a 2-time winner in this season for the now defunct Revolutions Per Motorsport. Made the move away from Manco Racing as they ran out of money following the purchase of RPM. Deacon Jones moved into TXS Racing. It's a car he's raced in before. A car this was once the number 30 machine. He replaced John Hickson out of turn number 4 for the 3rd time in 2026. Demon Deacon Jones is going to steal a victory at Chicagoland, repeating. This is going to be, I think, the first time we see a repeat winner at a racetrack, and it's going to be for Deacon Jones back-to-back at the circular 1.5-mile racetrack.
And correct, the second winner. Yeah, second winner at Chicagoland 2 was Deacon Jones, so currently is back-to-back and maybe has a chance at even sweeping this thing. We come back during the chase. And
Justin Osborne was P2, Caitlin Meir P3. We see Aaron Douglas in 4th, Dakota Cottle in 5th. Brad Hughes, a great run for Brad Hughes P6. Elias Nassar, surprise, running through the field P7. Such a strong run for the Reese's machine again.
26 positions gained for Elias Nassar. That is the most in the field. Tied it with Adam, but we'll give it to him for the higher finish. So amazing job for Elias Nassar out of Ireal Motorsports, running the
Incredible
44
run
proudly.
out of the 55 car for Timmy Weathers. Was able to get a solid finish, ran up front all day. Adam Douglas used strategy to finish P9 in the 92 car with damage on the right front of that machine. So good recovery for that MDR Toyota. And then Jay Langelier rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, no, check this out for the number 92 machine. If it'll go back that far. It looks like it really doesn't want to. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I was going to go back and show the incident again, but the spooling is not there for us. So that was a great run there for 92. Finished the race with damage inside the top 10. Made his way through the field several times and even ran up front. So that was a fantastic run as well.
Finally picked a winner. I said
Hey,
Deacon Jones would be one to watch out for, and sure enough, there you go.
love to see it. Ah, yes. Try that again. There we go. There's our unofficial race results while we get everything put up onto the website. There we go. How about 31 lead changes?
It was a pretty good race from start to finish. It was pretty fun. Chicagoland never disappoints. We're going to one that never disappoints next week for 200 in the Kentucky Speedway.
Let's see. What is the sim name supposed to be for Demon Deacon Jones?
Deacon Jones.
Okay.
His nickname is Demon because he went to Wake Forest, and Wake Forest's sports team is the Demon Deacons. And because his name was Deacon, he was like the mascot of the football team. So Demon is his nickname. His real name is Deacon. Understand it, Jer? Makes sense to Jer? Yes. What's going on?
Making sure things are right. Looks like everyone makes it out well. No penalties being assessed. Demon Jones is officially your race winner. And what does that mean for the standings? Connor Mears still leads
P5.
33 over Justin Osborne. Yes, Demon moves up into P5 with those 3 wins now of the season. That top 5 helps Aaron out tremendously and moves up 5 positions in the standings, now just outside the chase.
Lockhart was moved out of the chase now in favor of, and who moved in? I think it's Dylan Young moved in, and Brett Pritchard.
Brett Pritchard moved in, Dylan Young moved in, Nassar
Oh, Dakota
also is
Cottle.
down just
It was
outside.
it It was Dakota Cottle who moved into the chase. And that's why Lockhart's on the outside looking in by just 2 points. So that's going to get pretty exciting as we get into the juicy part of the season.
A lot of 1.5 mile ovals. It's going to be really tricky for a lot of people. Next week, we head to Kentucky. Again, we'll have more announcements on that soon of what those cars will end up looking like. So thank you guys, everybody, for coming out. We'll see you guys next weekend for Kentucky. It'll be the trucks and it'll be the Premier Series. See everybody soon. Thank you guys for watching the race. You got anything to say?
Boot Scoot and Boogie.
Boot Scoot and Boogie. All right.